Diarrhea solves everything.
It does.
I knew this chick for a while who told me, like, if she was on a shitty date, no pun intended, she would just tell guys, not like I'm having issues. Or having she would literally say, I have the shits. I have the shits. I was like, you're not even like, hey, I got diarrhea. She's like, no. She goes, they don't take you seriously enough.
Right.
If you say to a guy, I have the shits.
It's a little more gross.
It
turns you off.
She goes, it's gotten me out of dates. It's gotten me out of awkward job interviews, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it turns your cock from a cane outie to a normal person innie.
Yeah, to a vag. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hilarious. Oh, it's a sports show? Okay.
No, sorry.
So, yeah, Sarah Thomas, that might rub one out to you. But,
maybe.
I'll think about it.
We'll see how much your tits jiggle when you run up and down the field.
Good call.
Yeah.
USC.
She's a side judge, right? Let's hope.
She is now.
So she runs up and down real fast. Yeah.
That'd be all right.
Yeah.
USC's Pat Hayden, the athletic director over there, will not be attending the college football playoff meetings in Indiana. As he's taking a stance because he's got a gay son. We all know about the gay shit going on in Indiana. Well, actually, the lack of gay shit going on in Indiana. But the NCAA says they're pleased with the amendments that the Indiana lawmakers have put in place to not discriminate against the gays.
Yeah, the next time someone makes fun of people for enjoying sports to the point where it's like a big part of their life, remember this. Sports are the reason that that Indiana had to change a law that was going to be discriminating against gay people. Sports. If it wasn't for the NCAA saying, hey, we're not going to have any events there then, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Money talks. And sports are big-time money.
Well, and Indiana originally lobbied to have NCAA headquarters in Indiana. So they were like, oh, shit, we can't lose this one.
We need this. This is all we have.
It's either this or the Colts.
Paul George's broken leg.
Right. Just hanging there.
Yeah.
Dangling. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, NCAA says they're fine with it, but I think there's still going to be some cases of discrimination and whatnot, and at that point they may
there's going to be battles.
Pull out faster than a gay guy with the shits.
Yeah, there's going to be Supreme Court battles about what is and isn't covered under this law, and it's going to get nasty before it gets better. But at least
nasty like the shits.
At least in the writing, it says you cannot discriminate against people based on their gender, their sexual orientation, their color. Yeah. So at least it's clearly defined whether people continue to do it or not. Who knows?
That's the thing. You could say, I discriminated against him because he had an offensive shirt on that's against my religion, but in reality it's like I could tell the guy was gay, so I made up a reason.
Yeah. And
it's not bulletproof.
Everything that Parks and Rec did for Indiana has been ruined by this one law.
Yeah, way to go,
I had
Pawnee.
some respect for Indiana, and then all of a sudden it's been ruined because of these lawmakers.
Yeah. I think if NCAA really wanted to change, they would have pulled out completely. But
at least there's been change. But the shitty part is that pizzeria that opened up saying we are going to discriminate.
Yeah,
got like $500,000 from supporters.
Like, they got
closed
down, and then
it's like fuck you fucking prejudiced assholes.
They should turn that group that spent all the money on supporting them. They should do like what they do with the Raiders games, where they give out free tickets to Raiders games, and then they trap the deadbeat dads and take them to jail and send them to Mexico and shit. They should do that. Like, oh, hey, everyone that donated to that pizza store, why don't you come on over to the Colts Stadium for a free game? We got a little special prize for you. Yeah, we're going to burn some homos or something. Come on in. It'll be great. And then as they walk in the door, just one at a time.
5 o'clock free burn gay giveaway.
Yeah, you fucked that up.
Well, I should have thought about it for a second.
5 o'clock free no crack giveaway.
Yeah.
See
no
what
crack.
I'm saying? No crack.
No ass crack giveaway.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, let's move on. But first, you guys need to move on to Audible. Nobody likes to read.
No.
Reading's for pussies.
Yeah.
Exactly. So go to audibletrial.com/charitystrike. No, /Cherry Strike. Get yourself a free audiobook download. It's super easy, and I'm sure one of these days I'll write a book and have it on there.
Yeah, maybe there'll be a TCS guideline book or something. I don't know what it'll be about, but
while
we'll
listening,
write one.
Never listen and laugh at Mike's jokes. Yeah. Step 1. Step 2, bring us beer.
That's right.
Step 4, suck our dicks.
And step 5, sing along to Hernandez Justice.
I love that you didn't catch my missing of step 3.
I skipped step 4, I think, didn't I? Oh, no, you skipped step 3.
I skipped
right.
3.
But
Anyways.
what's funny is I noticed it and went right to 5. So
okay, sure. Yeah. Yes, and
I did.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to some other.
Let's do it.
Some other news. Since you're not going to say it.
Sorry, New Order.
New World Order.
My body's ready.
That is a drum indeed. Ooh, I should give you an update. Wisconsin's up 54-52 to Duke right now. The Blue Devils. So,
how much time?
There is 7:29 left in the second half. This game is
we'll be getting to basketball soon. We'll let you guys know.
So hopefully it'll be over by that time. Anyways, on to the fighting news.
Hopefully it'll just be over.
Sorry, Midlife. We were trying to do a short show from San Jose so we can get to bed and fly the next morning.
Fly.
So I didn't let you know that there was a free fight card this past weekend. It was a dandy as well.
Woo!
Woo! Chad Mendez gets a knockout in the first round over Ricardo Lamas. 245 there. A nice short right hand. He hit Lamas dunking. He was ducking into it. And then TKO'd him from there. Basically, he was very patient, waiting for Ricardo Lamas to leave his face wide open so he can keep punching him. And he finally did, and this ref stepped in and saved Ricardo Lamas from a murder.
Boo.
From homicide. So it was a great fight there. So number one featherweight in the world, Chad Mendez, gets another win. He's only lost twice in his career, and both times have been to Jose Aldo, the champ. So.
Well, there's a solution then.
Well,
stop fighting Jose Aldo.
Yeah. Just keep fighting all the other bums in the division. Also on the card at lightweight, Al Iaquinta gets a split decision over Jorge Masvidal, George Masvidal.
Huh?
I always get confused by those people that go by George. They go by George even though it clearly says Jorge.
Okay.
It was a very close contest. George Masvidal kicked his ass in the first round, and then the next two rounds were very, very close. So it was one of those things where when he got the split decision, Al Iaquinta, that the crowd was booing him. It's not his fault. It's just the crowd thought, because that first round was so decisive, maybe George Masvidal should have got the win.
But no.
It's really hard for me to judge who won that fight. I think George Masvidal took the second, so I think he should have won the fight. But it was so close. I don't know. That first round was so... But Al Iaquinta, you know how the winner always gets the post-fight interview?
Correct.
The crowd started booing him, and it ticked him off. He like, are you booing me? Because they had a great fight. It was a nice knockout.
You can't
fight.
boo me.
He's like, you booing me? And then
you hear me just crack right there?
Yeah.
You can't boo me.
Yeah, how's puberty going for you?
Yeah, not too well.
So he looks up to the crowd. He's like, you booing me? And he sees two kids like flipping him off. He's like, fuck you, mother. And it's
really?
7-second delay came on. Let's just put it that way.
This is on Fox, right?
It was on Fox Sports 1.
Or UFN, Fox.
Yeah.
So, but you didn't get to hear any of it?
No, but you could see it in what you're saying.
Right.
Fuck every 3 seconds. So
yeah, nice.
So he went off on the crowd and tried to go back to the interview, but he was too hot-headed for it, and he kind of blew John Anik off, who, if you know, he's a great guy. And he shoved a cameraman, so he kind of went overboard there.
What do you go Brock Lesnar on everybody?
But if these guys train 2 months of intense training. The last week of it is no eating whatsoever, no water other than like a couple drops in the morning. These guys are like putting it all out there for you, and you're going to boo them because you didn't like a decision.
All they get is semen-based protein shakes.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's all they get.
It's unfortunate.
I mean, how would you feel if you were on a semen-based diet?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, we should ask the gays in Indiana how they like it.
Yeah, they might get discriminated against.
Yeah, I don't want to come out with that. But it was a great fight. Unfortunate ending and interview there. But Al Iaquinta, he's going to be known as the guy that talks shit after fights, so maybe he'll gain some fans from it. Who knows?
I wonder if Dr. Phil will come out with a semen-based diet book.
He's like, it's rich in protein.
Yeah. Well, you see here, what you gotta do is take it directly from the source.
I am a doctor.
I know. I gave myself this title. Sorry.
I know he went to a school that's shitty, and he calls himself a doctor.
It'd be like me calling myself a doctor.
I actually don't think he is a doctor either.
No, he's not. It's
what
a self-proclaimed title.
Fuck you, Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Also on the fight card at lightweight, Michael Chiesa gets himself a decision over Mitch Clark. He definitely won that fight. He kicked the guy's ass for the first 2 rounds. Kind of took it easy in the third round and lost that round, but it was an easy decision for Michael Chiesa there. Juliana Pena making her return after a year and a half off.
Is she hot?
She's all right.
Okay.
She's all right.
That's a no.
She's all right. She's all right.
Would you jerk off to her?
With the shorts she wears when her ass hangs out, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good enough.
That's a better question because would you is a very broad question because mostly, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they all
would.
have, for the most part, they all have nice bodies. So
That's true.
put bag over the face.
Rock solid.
You can jerk off no matter what.
Bag 'em and tag 'em, baby.
That's right. Bag and tag 'em. Duke, take the lead. Okay, I'll go back to Juliana Pena. If you don't know, Juliana Pena won the Ultimate Fighter about a year and a half ago. In training about 2 weeks later, she not only blew her ACL, she not only blew her LCL, she not only blew her MCL, She tore her fucking hamstring all in one move. A guy like took her back in training, and it just blew her leg out. Like the whole leg tried to remove itself from her body.
She Derrick Rose herself in one injury.
No, she didn't Derrick Rose it because hers was actually more of a catastrophe than his.
No,
and it took him longer to come back. I know basketball's a little different because you jump a lot.
She probably has a bigger dick though.
Right, she's got a huge dick. But she came back from that in a year and a half, and Derrick Rose could barely come back from.
I would put dicks in your mouth though.
Oh. I haven't heard that one in a while.
I just need something that had dick in it.
Derrick Rose, it took him a year to come back from an ACL injury. So, fucking vagina.
Mm-hmm.
A woman with an actual vagina is less of a vagina than Derrick Rose is.
True that.
Moving on. Clay Guida, the carpenter, got himself a nice little win, 30-27 across the board. He decided to go and do like a cross-country training session. Instead of just sticking with Jackson like he usually does, he went to L.A. with Ronda Rousey's coach. He was actually in his corner this time, and he looked much better for it.
Was Ronda Rousey in his corner?
No, she wasn't there, but
then I'm glad
his coach was. He's a good coach. He's a nice Armenian coach.
Is he as hot as Ronda Rousey?
He's a hot head, that's for sure. Those Armenians are hot heads, man.
Yeah.
No, he's not as good looking.
Does he have a hairy chest and a gold medallion?
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
And his last name, I'm sure, ends in IAN. So
probably, yeah.
And then finally, Dustin Poirier made his lightweight return. First fight at lightweight in UFC. Got himself a nice little win in the first round, 345, with a knockout over Diego Ferreira, who previously had never been finished in a fight. So Dustin Poirier, he still showed that he has no defense. He was getting tagged a lot, but man, the guy can lay out punches and submissions like no other. And you know what his nickname is? The Diamond. Dustin the Diamond.
Oh God,
he's gonna make himself porn videos in. And that is the fighting news.
Apparently, I found the extended cut.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that or with the headphones, you notice the little things that you don't notice live.
I think they cut the intro short.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Little quick wrestling news for you guys. I know those of you who are non-wrestling fans are so fucking tired of us talking wrestling. This will be quick.
But this is an MMA fighter's wife now.
You're right. This is
real
news.
She might go to real fighting now.
I'm going to have to rip some paper after this. This is fighting news. Bad news for you, AJ Lee.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
That's good. It's way better than your Triple H.
Yeah.
News. Oh God. Bad news. Barrett. Triple H had a child.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
I've got some bad news.
That would be horrible. AJ Lee has announced that she's retiring. It says from in-ring competition. Makes me wonder if she'll stay around as a commentator.
The no compete clause, I'm sure.
That too. She is great at commentary. Like, she's funny. She's a lot like CM Punk. So I wouldn't mind having a chick out there.
No, I googled today.
I already do have a chick out there. It's Booker T.
Oh, really?
He's such a bitch these days.
He is a bitch.
What happened? He used to be so good.
When they give him promos, he's fantastic. As an announcer, he turns to shit. I wonder if it's the headphone effect.
Maybe. Sometimes
the headphones get me all like.
Is that your excuse every single time?
Yeah, because I'm way better tonight and I've only got one headphone in. So.
Good
job. It's totally the excuse. But I was doing some research to find out if anybody's come out with why it happened, because there's obviously a reason why this happened.
I can't find anything.
I know. But I did find that shortly before she retired, her and CM Punk stopped following each other on Twitter. And CM Punk made a reference that's like the first line in High Fidelity, which is what John Cusack says, and it's like it's like very ambiguous. It's something about music, but in the movie he had just broken up with a girl when he says this. So I think maybe their marriage was on the rocks, and she decided to quit the WWE to spend more time with him or to fix things.
Because I've seen some interviews from him as of late, like taking video from the radio studios and stuff. Mm-hmm. She's always standing there in the corner with him. So.
And out of respect for CM Punk, I hope that he's not asking her to stop wrestling.
I hope not.
That would be shitty.
I don't think he would.
I don't think he's the type that would.
But I certainly hope not.
But then again, there's like certain things that he does where I'm like, hey, that's very un-CM Punk-like.
Like quitting.
Right. No, not the quitting, because that's a manly thing.
Well,
you don't like where you're going creatively.
Yes, but quitting wrestling. Not quitting WWE, but quitting wrestling.